Way ahead of you, little buddy. Are there cattle in Idaho? I heard it's not a real beef and potatoes kind of state.
Okay, so I have the pleasure to talk to David here. Dave, why don't you introduce yourself before we sort of dive into our conversation today?
Sure. My name is David Andrew Weep. I'm the founder of musicHQ.com.
Hello, everyone.
I'm a musician myself. I've taught music. I've been involved in the production side of music. Basically, pretty much anything you could think of. Investing, freelancing. I've done a ton of work in the music industry.
Hi, this is Christopher, founder of Musical You, and welcome to the Musicality Podcast. On today's show, I'm joined by David Andrew Weep. David is a man of many projects, and as well as writing on his site, musicentrepreneurhq.com, and hosting the New Music Industry podcast. He is also a songwriter, he performs regularly with two bands, and he's written a book, The New Music Industry.
Hello and welcome to the Music Money Podcast. Today, my guest is David Andrew Weeb. David is the 5-time self-published and 3-time best-selling author of The New Music Industry.
David Andrew Weeb, welcome to the Empower Network. Thanks for being here.
I'm your host, Sarah Troy. My guest today is David Weeb. He is a musician, but however, he knows that other musicians have a hard time promoting themselves. The business side of things is not always easy to do. How do you make money out of it? How do you draw attention? There is all that business hat that a lot of musicians don't want to do, but in order to get their music out there, they need to learn it. And he's learned that the hard way.
Infinity. It is Thursday night, and you know what that means, don't you? I have no idea. No, I'm just kidding. Thursday night is when we do these live streams. Susanna is supposed to be joining me, and for some reason, she has left. Okay, I guess she's having some technical issues, but she should be back momentarily. I think we're going to have a lot of fun exploring tonight's topic, and we'd really like you to weigh in as well, because I don't know. I think we're probably not going to cover every single aspect of this, and this discussion will go as far as it goes when the time we have available. But the topic is using your emotions in your creativity. Well, so how do you manage your emotions? What sort of emotions do come up, and what sort of things have you done with your emotions? Do you channel them into your creativity? We want to hear from you. Here's Susanna. Susanna, live from the moving Tesla, I guess. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me on here. It's
Yeah,
really
well,
extraordinary that I'm actually in a Tesla. I've never been in a Tesla Y before. So,
yeah. Well, we're reporting some live news, right? And so we need someone on location. And Susanna volunteered to be on location today to report the situation surrounding the circumstance. So, what's going on over there?
what's going on over here is I'm just heading over to my destination and taking a look at the Tesla's features, which is so interesting. You have the roof. I don't know if you ever. I've never been in a Tesla before. Have you, Dave?
A few times. Yeah, the Ubers.
Oh, really? Wow!
Mhm.
I didn't know that you actually take Uber. I am taking an Uber right now because I didn't take my car. I was going to take transit, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
So
mean,
that's the situation. This is that I'm in a Uber. Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
a little known fact that I don't drive. I don't even have a license. So,
What? Oh, that's okay. I got it. So that's so cool that you don't drive and everything. So yeah, super.
no,
But yeah, with
I'm just
the
making
Uber,
stuff up. Yeah. Playing a little game
yeah,
of whose line is it anyway?
right. I actually do drive myself, but today I decided to take the bus. So yeah, it's
Gotcha.
pretty cool in this car. Next time I get a car, I guess I'll get a Tesla Y. But a lot of people have been self-driving these cars, I bet, or like something like that.
Well, count on Susanna to be stranded out in the middle of nowhere. That your life just sounds far exciting by comparison. I think you're the kind of person who just wakes up on a boat in the middle of the Bahamas without knowing where you are, just
Yeah,
randomly.
just kind of reminds me of those movies from like what is those called? The one with the tiger and the one with
The Hangover.
the yeah, exactly. But it's like I'm not even drinking. It just comes out, that you're just like in a different place every time, right? So that's what makes me a creative person.
Yeah, you're kind of like Kramer. You just pop in out of nowhere, unexpected.
Yeah, exactly. And then create with people and whatnot. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's on? So what's our topic for today?
Yeah, well, in the time that we have available, we're going to be looking at using your emotions and your creativity. Here's the AI generated subtitle: From Rage to Joy, Every Feeling Fuels Art. You and I got to talking a little bit earlier today, and we settled on this topic, and we've had a little bit of time to stew on it and think about it. I don't know if we're going to cover every aspect of this today, just given the limitations, but that's why we have an audience. That's why we have viewers and listeners, because they can pitch in and they can share some ideas and they can comment and they can give us their feedback on what they've experienced to this point. But this is a topic that resonates with you, right, Susanna?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like in previous times that we've had lives, I shared about my art, and I shared about what opportunities that I like definitely create with emotions, right? So,
Mm.
like for instance, some of the things that I've been doing is just like, when there was one time that I was super angry and I was just channeling my anger through my art, and I get my Apple Pencil and my iPad and I just like draw all over it, like really scribble all over the place. And then after all the scribbles and everything, you see something come out of those scribbles. And
Mm.
then you just outline what you see, and then you put the colors in and everything. And then I don't know, when you're using Procreate, you can transform it to something else. and it transforms into a beautiful painting.
Drawing aggressively on your iPod it sounds dangerous. So for anyone who's going to attempt to try that, beware, because you might break your Apple Pencil or your iPad. Who knows? But
No, no, no. That could be the thing. It's gentle, right? But yeah, definitely you could do that and wave your magic wand and ta-da, right? I would actually like to share that what art I created,
yes,
but I'm in the Tesla, right? So I'm like thinking, also the other thing I want to mention, not only does it create my art, like, did you know that you can actually create songs from AI? So whatever
Mhm.
you're typing in an AI and you're creating something, like let's say I'm angry or whatever, or like bored or something, just needing an answer to life. So I type in to ChatGPT about my problem or whatever, and then use a solution. Then after that, after giving you a solution, I say, hey, ChatGPT, I want to know how I can implement this and make this creative in my life, and then make it into a song. So it just
Mm.
generates a song lyrics, and then I copy and paste it, and then put it into Suno, Suno, which is a music, you know, um, it creates music for you. And then you have this wonderful, you know, beautiful like music that comes out. And actually, I want to share that with you because that's where my art is right now. So it's actually on SoundCloud. Do you have my link, Dave, that you can share with the viewers here?
No, I'm not aware of what that link is.
Okay, let me just send it to you here then. Let me see if we can do
Sure.
it.
Yeah, I think Suno is the top trending AI generated music app out there right now. I think by a significant margin, it might be one of the better ones available. I know you've been exploring with and playing with it, Susanna, and I haven't actually messed around with it yet. I think it might be a fun thing to do. Susanna looks like she's frozen, but I know she's been hosting workshops teaching people how to use Suno, not just to like make music, but to make music that brainwashes you in a positive way. I know that's not how she would describe it. I'm just using comedic descriptive language on purpose. But Suno does seem pretty cool. And I think a lot of professional writers, singer songwriters, people who are professionally in music, producers, and so forth are actually using it to come up with ideas. And it might not be for an entire song. They might just need some lyrics. They might just need a melody snippet. They might need a chord progression idea. They might need a hook. And so they might collaborate with AI in that way. Here's Susanna. She's coming back. There you are.
Oh, there we go. I'm back, and I sent you the link.
Oh, okay. You send it to my phone. That's probably the least useful place to send it to. Oh no, WhatsApp. Okay. That works a little bit better.
You can use it for those people who know that you can use WhatsApp on your computer.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know for sure. I think people right now though are wondering how AI generated music connects to creating art with emotion. You want to chime in on that?
Yeah, definitely. So, like, have a topic that you're angry about, or that you're wanting an answer about, and then you put into ChatGPT what you're super angry about and everything, and it will give you feedback on what you're angry about, and then it translates into music, and then into lyrics, and then when you paste it into like the Suno app, which is like a song, an AI song generator, you can actually say like create these lyrics in like heavy metal music or
Mhm.
like screaming music, or you can create it in like transcendental music with like progressive trance or something like that. So I feel that's a huge piece to like creating art, not just artists like drawing artists, but like also like creation art. Don't you think that songwriting is like an art, and also music, creating
Oh
music is
yeah.
an art?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm going to be total devil's advocate here. I think writing songs is art. I don't think generating songs is art. I don't think it qualifies as such. There's some creativity that goes into it. I'll give you that, but it's kind of like giving someone else a command, like talking to a songwriter and saying, "Hey man, could you write a song about blah 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 in this style with this feel?" and just giving it to them. And then they wrote the song, you just gave them the idea. So same thing with AI. Again, I'm just being devil's advocate here, but that's kind of what I tend to think.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Well, if you have the link there, then you can actually show them the art that I created.
Yeah, I do, and we should be able to hear it too. I don't know how well, but
Yeah.
I do. Okay,
You could
hold
do
on,
like
hold on,
Empire.
people.
Okay.
They want me to log in. Sure. Log into SoundCloud. I use it all the time.
You sound like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Kermit showed up to the live stream
Yeah,
today.
that's
So,
right.
something
Have
worth
like should have
something
Kermit
worth
the Frog
celebrating.
hanging somewhere, and then every time you use your voice, you could get Kermit the Frog coming on live.
Well, the fun part about it is, though, it sounds like a lot of other voices, including Yoda. And honestly, just by modifying it a slight bit, it sounds like Yoda. So it has large applicability that way.
Oh, that's true. So
Yeah.
it could be Yoda, and you could do like Empire Rising, or like whichever song that you think
Okay.
could do.
Empire Rising, sure. I'll play the one you selected just cause.
Yeah, and that's the if you can see the what you call this, the art, right? That's the one that I scribbled and created. Yeah.
You're okay with me commenting this is terrible?
The first part? Totally. Whatever you think it is. I wonder what the viewers think.
I'm done with the small way. Done with the
Verification.
Done with surviving another heartache.
It doesn't want me to be mean.
I choose what I build. I lead with my power.
There's also another song that I really like. It's called the Energy Bomb.
Every step that I take, I choose a line. I'm crafting my future with a sovereign mind. I'm steady, I'm focused, I honor my pace. I build from my truth, from my power, my grace. I'm building an empire, brick by sacred brick. My choices, a powerful, aligned, and authentic.
Yeah, nice. That sounds like terrible worship music. Yeah.
Oh, you mean worship music? How about the Energy Ball of Light? Try that one.
Which one? What is it called?
The Energy Ball of Light.
Energy Ball of Light. How far down is this? I see you've generated a lot of slop. So.
Slop? Oh my god, 130 to 200 songs. Well, there's actually those Love, Abundance, Kapow. But
I think
you can play anything. Okay.
I think I found it. Yeah, I'll play it for you.
With Instacart, you get groceries that over-deliver. And with Instacart's in-store prices at select stores, you can do more this winter without paying more. So, double down on your shortbread production without upping the price. Add more chilies to your chili without the added sting. Go completely ham on candied yams and celebrate the season of being extra without paying extra. So download the app today and get $0 delivery fees on your first 3 orders. Instacart, groceries that over-deliver. Service fees, exclusions, and terms apply.
Nice app. Yeah. You're selling out. You better get paid for that. We better get paid good money for that.
That's so interesting, right? So yeah. Sounds like you don't like that kind of music.
Oh, it's not the kind of music. It's the bad vocals, the bad flow of the vocals. It's a lot of things.
So now you know what type of music I like. You have to sing for other viewers to actually, if they wanted to see me on like SoundCloud and listen to using songs that I created.
My palms open wide, I start to see
But yeah, I would love to
the
see
golden
your thing,
sphere
right?
forming in
This
front
is
of
so
me.
bad.
The music so
Energy
good.
ball
That's so
alive and
funny.
whole moves with my
Your
breath,
opinion is very
responds to
entertaining.
my soul.
It's so funny. I think it's like the sound
High
quality
energy
right now.
ball of light.
It's not the
I hold the
Oh, you can
energy
stop at any
ball
time.
of light. Clearing shadows, restoring light.
cool. Well, you wrote a song about Tai Chi. Sorry, AI wrote a song about Tai Chi.
Yeah, I guess so.
Between your
Is it?
thumbs.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I guess I imagine that from like coming from your head, and then actually some light coming in into the ball, right? So I just thought that that would be amazing to just have a song to remind me of the healing that's available, right? So yeah,
Mm.
I would love to hear from the audience and what they think. Maybe they can put in the chat and stuff. Yeah, but I also want to see about you. How about you? Let's get to you. I showed you a couple things about what I did with my emotions. How about you, Dave? Talk about you.
Well, yeah, before we get to that though, I think you should share like what's the intent of this music. So I think that's actually the coolest part about it. The tracks are what they are. I think the average person or the average listener is like totally cool with AI generated music. In fact, they enjoy it. To them, it just sounds like stuff they know, right? For me, I'm like, okay, but I don't like modern styles. I don't like modern vocals. I don't like modern beats. There's a lot of stuff there that's just like it's not for me. But I think the audience would still be curious to know, like, what was your intent in creating that, and what's it doing for you?
Well, that's great to ask that question because the intent of me creating these songs was actually to have a positive way of looking at life. Like like a lot of people are like the personal development speakers and everything. They always say to focus on the vision, focus on what you want in your life, and like it will come, right? And focus on your future fulfilled. So one of the things that I go through is like a lot of emotions. And when I talked to David this morning, he said, "Did you know your emotions are useful? We use that in art and everything." But I mean, I had so many emotions that it was taking me away from living in a way because I was crying every day. Look, could you deal with crying every day? Anyway, so yeah, so I started creating the music that you hear today, and in that music, I was able to have a steady flow of life and actually transform my way of thinking into like and actually affect my head. Like, have you ever seen emotions with like like being like affirmations, like when you have affirmations, sometimes you don't believe it. So anyways, I started doing the songs and putting more affirmations in it, and I did it just on when I was on the SkyTrain. Oh, by the way, I'm in Canada, so it's like you know when you're on the transit or SkyTrain and you're listening to it over and over, it actually really is very relaxing, and it gets your mindset in gear. And so like when I when I have a bad day, my mind goes directly to I'm a powerful ball of light. I am the source. I'm the powerful source. I'm like, you're wonderful. And then even stepping into affirmations right now, I heard that on YouTube, and then it just I'm not lying to myself anymore. It's like living in my body. It's like I feel it. Like I am it. That's what the intention of those songs are, is to actually give a healing to the body and also to the mind, and think positively about life and generate your life in a huge way. Especially the biggest part was the abundance part. So I always felt like, oh, I'm poor, blah 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 blah, and all that stuff. But then just really got that abundance, like standing in, having an abundance mindset. It really helps.
Super cool. And it's already making a difference for a lot of people, right? Like you've done a workshop or two.
Yeah, I did. I did a workshop on like creating AI music, and it actually has transformed a number of people's lives. Like there were 11 people there. They were raving about it. They said, "Oh my God, I could make this for my family." And I said, "Yeah, you could definitely make this for like Christmas gifts for your family." And some of them said, "Oh, I can make this for the songs for my business," because some of them are coaches, so they would use their songs that they created, their learnings and everything, and turn it into music for their customers. And then a lot of people were just like raving about how important it was, like, for people to connect. And what I called my workshop was the soundtrack of your life. Like I used to like listen to a lot of music, and it had a lot of bad words in there, swear words and stuff. I don't care about those stuff. I'd like to have like some clean music that have positive words in there, energetic words and everything. So yeah, so cool.
All right, on. Hard to argue with results. Like people are obviously getting something out of it. And I think I have seen people use AI generated music for their weekly live streams or monthly live streams with their clients or their prospects, just to have like an inspirational song that happens before they come out and start sharing and talking, stuff like that. There's obviously possibilities, and I think it's the speed of deployment, the fact that you can do it so quickly. That's part of what appeals to a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, also, I'm looking forward to like creating more events for future, for like I have possibility events with artists. So I would love to hear from a lot of artists review on the audience there. I see a SoundCloud. Is that yours?
It is mine, yeah, and it's gone untouched for a long time. There was a series of songs that I wrote though in 2008. Apparently, I thought that I had gotten my heart broken pretty badly, and so a series of very heartfelt, vulnerable acoustic songs was written. None of them are complete. The one I'm going to play you is not complete. It's a demo, but here we go.
Oh, I'd love to hear
At Global Pet Foods, Canada's pet wellness destination, we're more than a store. We're a community. If you're a proud pet owner, shop at Global Pet Foods. Support local, shop Canadian. Global Pet Foods, helping pets thrive since 1976.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Ready for yours?
I look up to the sky, watch the clouds pass me by. I wish that I could fly free as a bird. I look up and wonder why everything seems to fall apart right before my eyes, before my eyes. And on a day like this, I'd rather stay in bed. And on a day like this, I can't seem to get ahead. I look up to the sky, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna let you go free as a bird. I look up and don't ask why. My well runs dry, but I know that it will work out in the end.
Very interesting. Wow.
And on a day like this, I'd rather stay in bed. And on a day like this, I can't seem to get ahead.
Yeah, so like some real sappy stuff. Who needs that in the world, right?
What are you talking about? Was this sadness or was this like anger? No, it was sadness for sure.
That's a perfect question, because yeah, the heartbreak's not an emotion, is it? It would more be along the lines of disappointment and pain. Well, pain's not an emotion either, but disappointment and sadness. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing your most vulnerable track.
Yeah.
Did you say that would be it?
Well, there were a bunch of them. There was a series of those songs. We could maybe play a little bit of this one too.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Okay.
I'm out of the Tesla, by the way. That was just walking.
See that, yeah.
No matter how many times I play through it in my mind, I can't figure it out. I'll search for reasons, I'll search for something that gives me peace of mind. It's just another dead end, but I didn't see it coming. If my arms were longer, maybe I could reach you. And if my eyes were blind, maybe I could see you. And if your arms were open, maybe I could hold you. And if your eyes were blind, you would know I'm here for you. I can't turn it off, you're still in my head. How did you get there? I thought I found you, but you were lost. Miles apart from the start. It's just another dead end, but I didn't see it coming. If my arms were longer, maybe I could reach you. And if my eyes were blind, maybe I could see you. And if your arms were open, maybe I could hold you. And if your eyes were blind, you would know I'm here.
Yeah, so some really, really emo schlock. It's like, what are you doing, buddy?
What are you talking about? It's so good. I like it. It's so good.
Way too emo. The world doesn't need more of that.
But I loved it. Oh my God. Was that the original lyrics you wrote?
Yeah, I wrote the lyrics. I wrote the music. I wrote the chords. All of it.
Can I have a copy, or can I have a copy?
I suppose, that's kind of in its unfinished form.
I wonder if you're going to finish it.
I don't know. I don't know if I was going to finish it at this point. I took a few different stabs at it, and it just didn't quite come together.
Oh, maybe we should put it through AI?
No. No, it's not meant for that. No.
You know, AI can finish songs, right?
No. But, maybe what I'll do is try to get this room at least somewhat sound treated and get a couple of microphones in front of me and record the songs acoustically. I think that's probably what I'll do.
Oh, that would be so good. I would love that. You go to a concert, everybody can be invited. Spark Infinity, go to Dave's concert, and you'll be singing this. What's the name of the song?
Here for You. I mean,
wow.
Title. Jeez.
That's
just
so good. So good. I like it.
Try to be more emo, buddy. I think that would help.
I think the users. Why am I saying users? The people in this Spark Infinity love it, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk to our empty chat room. Oh, right. So they feel aggressively neutral about it, which is kind of what I figured. But
that's amazing. I like this. Well, I've got to jump into another car, and I'm going to be driving, so I don't know how I'm gonna I don't know. It's going to highlight my face. I'm just probably going to turn off my camera or something.
Fair enough. I mean, you did say that you might have to jump off around this time as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Cool.
Well, it was great hanging out with you and talking about this topic. And for anybody who's looking and watching, comment below. We'd love to see your thoughts and hear your thoughts and everything. And what did you think of David's music? It was great, right? When are you going to get it done?
Good question. When should I get it done?
By the end of the year.
2026?
No. 2020. Yeah, 2026, January 1st.
January 1st. That's a pretty aggressive schedule. Jeez.
I just thought maybe it could be possible, right? So,
I suppose, yeah. It's not impossible. I know the songs and I played them lots.
Yep, exactly. All right.
Cool.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care, Dave.
All right. Bye.
Have a good one. We'll see you next week.
All right,
Bye.